Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will lose ourselves in her Fearful Symmetry by Audrey Niffenegger. Her Fearful Symmetry by Audrey Niffenegger, published in 2009, is a gothic tale of love, loss, and secrets set near Highgate Cemetery in London. The story begins with the death of Elspeth Noblin, whose will leaves her apartment to her twin nieces, Julia and Valentina, under unusual conditions. What follows is a haunting exploration of familial bonds, identity, and the metaphysical. Plot summary. Elspeth Noblin's life ends in a sterile hospital room, her lover Robert mourning by her side. Her death is not the end, however, but the beginning of an unsettling legacy. Elspeth, in a twist of fate, leaves her apartment in Highgate, London, to her estranged twin sister Eddie's daughters, Julia and Valentina. The will carries peculiar conditions. The twins must live in the apartment for 1 year, and their parents, Eddie and Jack, are forbidden to enter or benefit from the inheritance. Highgate Cemetery, a sprawling, gothic resting place for the dead, looms over this tale of eerie connections and buried secrets. Julia and Valentina, mirror-image twins, share an uncanny closeness that sets them apart from others. Julia is dominant and assertive, while Valentina is fragile and uncertain, yearning for independence, but trapped in her sister's shadow. Their arrival at Elspeth's flat brings them into a world unlike anything they have known in suburban Chicago. The apartment, filled with books and artifacts, pulses with a spectral energy that soon reveals its source. Elspeth herself, now a restless ghost bound to the place of her death. Elspeth observes the twins from the shadows, gradually making her presence known. Meanwhile, Robert, a historian and Elspeth's grieving lover, becomes drawn to the twins. Living in the flat below, he is both a guide to the mysteries of Highgate Cemetery and a keeper of Elspeth's memory. He forms an uneasy alliance with the sisters, particularly Valentina, who is drawn to his quiet, melancholy demeanor. In the flat above the twins, Martin Wells battles his own demons. A crossword setter plagued by severe obsessive-compulsive disorder, Martin's rituals dominate his life, driving his wife Marieke to leave him and return to Amsterdam. Martin's story unfolds as a poignant counterpoint to the twins' growing entanglement with Elspeth's ghost. His solitude and meticulousness mirror the twins' insular relationship, adding a layer of human frailty to the spectral drama unfolding below. As the months pass, the twins uncover secrets about their family. Elspeth and Eddie, it emerges, were also identical twins but estranged for over 2 decades. The reasons for their estrangement remain unclear, but the tension between the generations mirrors the growing discord between Julia and Valentina. Valentina, suffocated by Julia's overbearing love, begins to rebel. Her health, weakened by a congenital heart defect, becomes a symbol of her struggle for autonomy, her body mirroring the constraints of her soul. Elspeth seizes upon Valentina's vulnerability, manipulating her in a bid to restore herself to life. She reveals her ability to interact with the physical world and draws Valentina into a dangerous pact. Valentina, desperate to escape Julia and define her own identity, agrees to a macabre plan. She will stage her death, allowing her spirit to leave her body temporarily, only to be revived later. Elspeth promises to guide her through this perilous process. The plan is set into motion, but its execution spirals into tragedy. Valentina's spirit separates from her body, but Elspeth betrays her, seizing the opportunity to inhabit Valentina's now empty shell. Valentina becomes a ghost, trapped like Elspeth was, tethered to the apartment. The twins' bond, already strained, is irrevocably severed as Julia discovers the truth. She is devastated by the loss of her sister and appalled by Elspeth's cruel manipulation. Robert, who has grown close to Valentina, recognizes Elspeth's deception. His grief over her actions transforms into anger, and his love for her becomes tainted with horror. He confronts Elspeth, now inhabiting Valentina's body, but finds himself powerless to undo the damage. Elspeth, despite her successful return to the living world, cannot escape the consequences of her choices. Her presence in Valentina's body feels unnatural, a grim reminder of her betrayal and the moral lines she has crossed. Julia, bereft and desperate for closure, turns to Robert for support. Together, they devise a way to free Valentina's ghost from its prison in the apartment. Meanwhile, Elspeth's relationship with Robert deteriorates. His inability to reconcile the woman he loved with the one who betrayed them both drives a wedge between them. Elspeth's actions, once rooted in desperation and longing, leave her increasingly isolated. In the apartment above, Martin makes a decision that parallels the story below. Spurred by Merrick's absence and his own desire to change, he begins to break free from the compulsions that have governed his life. His journey toward reclaiming his freedom offers a glimmer of hope amidst the darker events in the flat below. As time passes, the balance in Highgate shifts. Valentina's ghost finds release, her spirit dissipating into the ether. Julia, forever marked by the experience, resolves to live her life more independently, carrying with her the lessons of loss and resilience. Robert leaves Highgate, unable to remain in a place so haunted by the past. Elspeth, now trapped in the ruins of her own choices, finds herself alone, her attempt to reclaim life leaving her more ghost-like than ever. The tale concludes in the shadow of Highgate Cemetery, where life and death remain intertwined. The stories of the living and the dead echo through its grounds, a testament to the enduring complexities of love, loss, and identity. Hope you had fun. There's more where that came from. Explore other books by Audrey Niffenegger. Find them below or search Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Audrey Niffenegger's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.